AEW star Adam Cole may be one of the most snake-bit wrestlers in recent memory. There has never been such a high-profile case of a wrestler being injured and out of action for as long as Cole has been, multiple times, in the way that it has happened to this man. And in many ways, it is one of the more sad stories in wrestling of the past 20 years. Adam Cole, in his heyday in ROH and later in NXT, was a household name. He was one of the hottest names in professional wrestling. People had a buzz about Adam Cole. People had a feeling that no matter what, no matter where he was going to do big things. And as we saw his rise in NXT with the Undisputed Era come to fruition, we also saw all of that hype that people had been touting. Adam Cole was not just positioned as a mid-carder, he was positioned as the face of the franchise of NXT. And you could tell that Triple H specifically had some major plans for Adam Cole. And while Triple H's time in NXT coming to an end also put an end to Adam Cole's potential in the company, when he appeared in AEW, it came with a lot of fanfare. He made his AEW debut in that now infamous ending of All Out 2021, where himself and Bryan Danielson shocked the wrestling world by signing with AEW and launching one of the most clear shots in the Cold War between AEW and WWE that had been brewing for some time. And Adam Cole was even told by Tony Khan himself that Tony did not fear many things during the Wednesday Night Wars when AEW and NXT were facing off head-to-head on Wednesday nights, but one person specifically that he did fear was Adam Cole. He feared what Adam Cole would do in the ratings. He feared what Adam Cole's presence would do to the people who may potentially want to watch Dynamite, and it was for good reason. Adam Cole is probably the more stereotypical star that you would expect AEW to sign. Probably on the shorter side, but someone who is able to move quick, someone who is able to be an in-ring tactician, someone who is able to do all of the aspects of professional wrestling you expect an excellent AEW star to do, cutting promos and all of that. Adam Cole had in abundance, and that is why originally it was such a good fit in AEW. And as time went on and Adam Cole went on to join the Undisputed Elite, and we later saw that awesome program between himself and Hangman Adam Page at Revolution 2022, people started to realize that there may be more to Adam Cole than just being a wrestler, that he had a lot of storytelling chops as well, and he was very entertaining. Then comes June 2022, Forbidden Door, one of AEW's biggest shows to date, that ended in an unfortunate circumstance for Adam Cole, who suffered a concussion that would eventually leave him out of action for the foreseeable future. It wasn't until January of 2023 until Adam Cole made his return on a January edition of Dynamite live from the Kia Forum in LA, where he came out and announced that he was indeed back. And this was a bit of a changing of the guard for Adam Cole. He no longer had his friends by his side. He no longer had Roderick Strong. He no longer had Kyle O'Reilly. He no longer had Bobby Fish. It was just Adam Cole doing what he does best, and that is wrestling, but doing it by himself, something that he hadn't done for quite a while, if we're being honest. Yet, Adam Cole in 2023 was probably the most optimal version of himself in AEW. It is precisely what led him down the path of competing alongside MJF in one of AEW's most controversial storylines to date, that of the Brochachos, MJF and Adam Cole, Better Than You, Baby. And while many AEW fans may not have liked where that ended up, the fact of the matter is, throughout 2023, it was one of AEW's hottest angles, and it's precisely why AEW stuck with it for so long. It was getting the crowd reactions. It was getting precisely what you want out of a major professional wrestling angle, and it led them to main eventing the biggest show in professional wrestling history, that being AEW All in Wembley 2023. And at this point, you could argue that Adam Cole had reached his peak in AEW. He wrestled in front of 80,000 ticketed, attended fans, and he did so alongside MJF in a moment and a show that no one who watched will ever forget. Yet, it was just a couple of weeks after this at Grand Slam 2023 where Adam Cole suffered another major setback. After trying to run in and save MJF from Samoa Joe, Cole lunged off of the ramp that was adjacent to the ring, falling to the floor and shattered his ankle. This led to Adam Cole being bound by crutches for the better part of the following year, and an injury that seemed to linger longer than many people expected. It was originally predicted that Cole would be out for a couple of months. However, it ended up being well over a year, and when he did come back, it felt like the energy about him was different. This was not the same Adam Cole. This was not the same version of Adam Cole. This guy did not have the hype. He did not have the energy. He did not have the aura that we came to expect with Adam Cole. And in many ways, I think this is because fans were used to Adam Cole at this point not being on their screen, and he was no longer a reliable figure of staying on screen. He had just suffered 2 major injuries that kept him out for nearly a year at a time. And that is why it took a while for people to really grasp onto the idea of Adam Cole becoming a champion in AEW again. And when he did, it was originally met with some criticism, but I think over time, leading into All In Texas, there was a feeling, and a growing one at that Adam Cole was on the right track, that he was coming back. And yet, he suffered another major setback, as it was reported that Cole was suffering from some concussion-like symptoms that are now going to keep him out for an indeterminate amount of time. This led him to miss AEW All in Texas, their biggest North American show ever, and led him to do one of the hardest things there is to do in professional wrestling: lay down your title, vacate it, and say goodbye to the fans, at least for now. And while we hope Adam Cole will be back, one thing we all definitely hope is that he is healthy, because above all, above the wrestling, above the matches, above the moments, the thing that matters most is that Adam Cole is able to live his life to the fullest, just like all of us. And at the end of the day, I really hope that's something we'll see.